Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How you doing today?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm rushing around, you know what I mean? Trying to get myself in order, but I'm always rushing,
Right.
so, you know, used to that, whatever. But what you into? What you got going? I know we're supposed to have a special little conversation. I got some notes sent to me about you or
Yes.
whatever.
Oh, okay. I don't have nothing too exciting going on at all. I don't know what type of notes you got. I did get a few topics that we'll be going over, so that was a surprise. It'll be interesting to discuss those topics. I'm gonna ask you some questions too, so
Okay, no doubt. I ain't got no problem answering questions, but we here to see what you got to say. They hear what I got to say all the time. They ain't really concerned
okay.
with me. So anyway, I'm over here playing with stuff. I'm still new to the other
I'm
side of this.
nervous.
I ain't nothing to really be nervous about. It's just having a conversation. We talking, people listening. That's
Right.
all it is.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. Now where is this doggone pushing buttons around here trying to figure out everything? Either way, we'll get it together in the next few. Hello. Welcome everybody to another episode of Urban Academia. I am your host, Chulo Rich. My other co-host, Zilla, is on a hiatus. I don't know what he's doing, man. He keeps secrets. He don't tell us everything. But anyway, we got a guest, so we're good either way. Introduce yourself. It's nice to meet you. Got a beautiful lady here to speak to us about a few things. Tell us your name.
Well, my name is Canvas. I go by Canvas Shanae.
Okay.
Um, CEO, owner of Valet Beauty
Love that
Collection.
CEO. Love that CEO.
Yes.
Man.
Started from the ground up, still building. Yeah.
Tell me more about that. Tell me more about your
Um,
you said the Valley collection. Say that again now.
Valet collection.
Ballet
So
collection.
Valet,
Okay.
yes, is like an umbrella of different beauty entities. When I first started it, I dabbled like with lipstick, like just basic clothing pieces. I'm an esthetician, so of course I
Okay.
incorporated, skincare, makeup. I do lash extensions and things like that. With it, I am currently transitioning over to a medical esthetician so that I can offer Botox and things like that. So I'm still building and adding to it. Took away the cosmetics and the clothing because it's a lot. And I am in this
Absolutely.
by myself. I don't have
Absolutely.
like any partners or anything right now. So I'm
Well,
sticking,
congratulations to you.
thank you. I'm sticking, strictly to the skin aesthetic part of it. So
So
yeah.
so tell me more about that because as a man, I know the word. It's not like I'm completely ignorant to it, but I've never been, so I really don't know what they do. You know what I mean? What is it that,
Right.
if I came in to see you right now, what would you do?
I would cater to your skincare needs. So, of course, you as a man, which I offer male facials, you would come to me, first we would do a consultation. I would ask you what your skin concerns are and basically just, treat your face if it needs to be treated. If not, do a deep cleanse, things like that. So, estheticians focus strictly on the skin, and of course, you can go into beauty, all the things like that. So, yeah, that's that.
Okay. All right. Well, something new to me. I learn something new every day. But I believe we did have a set of topics laid out. we're about to get to those. I don't know. Was there anything specific that you wanted to cover, before we kind of got into some of these topics? Or I know you need to shout out your brand quite a few times. Shout out your Facebooks and Instagrams and everything. But I want to do that throughout the show. You feel me?
Right. No, so I'm gonna kind of like flow, like,
Okay.
you know, yeah.
Okay. I'm with that. I'm with that. So we definitely had some topics. I had some things sent to me. I don't know if Zillas just don't trust me all the way or what, but whatever, you know what I mean. He definitely had some things sent to me, and I was supposed to go over some things with you. So,
Okay.
um, I believe that today we're talking about, and I want to try to get settled while we get into talking about this because some of this shit gets kind of sensitive and
Okay, well, I got my wine to
okay,
motivate me a little and my
okay.
water to balance it all out. So,
I got my Mexican pineapple drink. I'm about to get into that. And, you
okay,
know what I
healthy
mean? Just to
you.
get me started. You know what I mean? But so we got this. A lot of these debates are going on. A lot of this Kevin Samuels talk. A lot of what men want, what women want. Um, Specifically, black women, because we black, so we talk about what black women want.
Right.
Um, but what is it that you look for in a mate? If you're looking for a mate, what is it that you look for?
Oh, right off the top.
Right off the top.
I look for authenticity more than anything. A person just being, themselves completely. Um, like a leadership, honesty, I'm big on the integrity and things like that. So I feel like, all of those qualities together, make a pretty good person. And overall, you just want to experience a good person. So,
You definitely do. How now you said authenticity, and that's for sure. I think everybody wants somebody that's gonna be real. But it's hard to, have you really encountered that? Are people real with you?
well, the culture that we're in today's society, is, I'm real. Everybody claims to be real, but once you really and truly get to know a person, you peel back those layers. You get to see that who they may have been in the beginning, they're not truly that throughout, or, like they may flip the script or whatever. I think people give you what they think that you want. Um, they study you, like some men, they have this thing where they pick your brain or they study you to see kind of what you like or how you react to certain things. And sometimes they give you that to get you in, but they don't continue that throughout, if
I
that
would
makes
agree with
sense.
you. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. But what I would say, and what Zilla would say, I feel like he's in the fucking room. But what he would say is that's a both sided thing, right? Like that happens on both sides of the table. You know what I mean?
It does.
You have to know how to maneuver your way through on either side. I know as a man that's tough for us. It's hard for me to. I've met people and I've thought things about them and I've felt ways, but they could have changed and so did I. You know what I mean? I
Right.
think
Well, in
people's
all
definition of
actuality,
real
I'm sorry.
changes like 5 times. You know what I mean? Mine has
Right.
anyway. My definition of
Yeah.
real has changed like 5 times throughout life. So, you know,
Because you grow.
right.
So of course, you're gonna tap into different parts of yourself and realize that what you once thought was real is lame. Can I cuss?
Bullshit. Yeah, bullshit. Say
Okay,
it. Bullshit.
okay.
Yeah,
It's
that's
lame as
whatever.
hell.
Okay,
That's
right.
just a part of growing. But um, I still feel like who you truly are and what you truly possess is always there. It's just the different phases that we go through in life and how we exude that, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
it's like me personally, I've always been how I am. I'm just an older, more wiser, like version of myself. So where I've trimmed away and done away with some ways that, I once possessed, I still am who I am. Like I've always been like outspoken, assertive,
Right,
um,
right. I see what you're saying. I see
so
what you're saying.
that's
And
what
that's
I
yeah,
mean. Like,
yeah. And that shouldn't go away. If that's something that you possess, it's usually a special quality. You know what I mean? And one
yeah,
person might look at it like, oh my God, this person's loud. But there's another person that they just see, man, that's the only person I can see in the room. Like there's
yeah,
different ways to look at these qualities. So don't dumb yourself down for people. You know what I mean? Respect people, but don't dumb
right.
yourself down for people. Don't dim your light. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. So you said you like and that was a I'm sorry, let me
Someone
yeah,
who you,
I ain't used to doing like two, three things at one time. And this boy talking to me. Why are you talking to me? Now you know I can't do seven things at one time. And I'm gonna tell people you talking to me. Now where is it at? Now tell me why are you talking to me? Anyway, not you. Gales is interrupting me. Zilla. Leave me the hell alone while I'm trying to do this thing.
someone is asking me how can they, is it live or, I mean,
Yeah, it
I
is
need a
live. So
link.
are they trying to tap in?
Yes. I don't
Okay.
know how they're trying to tap in, but can
Give
you ask
me
Zilla to send me a link that I can
I
copy?
definitely can. Let me see. Now he told me to find this in you liar. You liar. I'm not gonna listen to him that much more. Say a lot of stuff, but he know I don't know where this stuff is. All right. Anyway, he's listening, right? So he's gonna tap in throughout and help some of this stuff flow. In the
Okay.
meantime, yes, we will have them tap in with us. In the meantime, I'm gonna move to another question. We're gonna go back and get them into it with us in a second. But
Okay.
so you told us kind of what you're looking for out of a man. What makes you stand out as a woman?
Really that's up to the man. Like, I mean, every woman is different. I feel like I'm a very layered person. So, depending on how you are um with me, it really just depends on the parts of me that you get to experience. So, that's really up to the man. Um I can't say what makes me special. I am special, like all the way around, but
So you
it's
can't
up to
say
the
what makes you
man.
special.
I mean, I know that I'm like I'm just so special, but it's up to the man to, a man may look at me and be like, "Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. I want to get to know her," but he might not have any personality, or he may be like, like no have no backbone, or too weak, or just I don't know. So he really don't get to see, the greatest parts of me because I'm stuck right there with him, if that makes sense.
That's understood. It-
Does that
what
make
you're
sense
saying is
though?
everything ain't for everybody to see. I understand what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like,
Not everything isn't for everybody, but it's just like I guess who you are and how you are depends
mhm.
on what you're gonna get from me. So if you're
Exactly, exactly.
outgoing, down to earth, real,
Hmm.
adventurous,
Hmm.
then that's what you're gonna get from me. If you're like a soul vibe, a bossed up man, like I come with all of that. So we're gonna experience that with one another. But if you're just shallow and superficial, like you're probably gonna get a lame part of me because I'm just, I'm not like that.
So, how much time do you waste talking to somebody that you know is shallow and superficial?
I feel like I encounter that often, or I have encountered that. I try not to waste too time, but sometimes it's just inevitable. Like the world is so full of superficial individuals, men and women.
Yeah, you're right.
So I wouldn't necessarily say waste time because it's really inevitable, but I like cut it short or I don't give them too much. I'm lying. I do give them a lot because I
So
give people
it's
the benefit of the doubt. But
but nothing too extreme at this point. You've been able to slide through them cracks so far.
yeah, and that's all a part of growing. Now, I would say before the phase that I am in my life, oh my goodness, I wasted a lot of time, years actually, like hoping
Yeah.
that this person would change or think like knowing that this person possessed this greatness, but they're caught up in society, maybe. So it's just like, oh, you're so superficial, like I'm just not like that.
You
Like
know what?
I want to
And
experience your soul.
I totally agree with you. And just as a person that it has experienced a lot of different types of growth, um, a lot of us have to see things. You know what I mean? Things have to be proven to us. And once we know, then we can take it somewhere that we didn't know we could take it, and you didn't know we could take it. Or maybe you knew, and maybe you felt like you see this potential, but whatever it is that we doing, uh, we wouldn't have been doing it and probably excelling in some fashion in it, if there wasn't some sort of greatness in us, right? But
Right.
we have to learn where to direct that, and most of us are not shown proper direction. You know what I
I
mean?
agree.
I talk to my father, and I'm just learning a lot of things, at this age. But I talk to, and the viewers that, some of these viewers understand when I speak between the lines sometimes, and some of them know why, but I'm not even trying to, get all extra about it. But
Now let's get extra. I love
no,
extra.
right. My father taught me recently, taught me some things about the trucking business and getting money in that.
Mhm.
And now the joke to that is, my father's in his 80s, you know what I mean? I spent a lot of time doing a lot of things just trying to figure out where the money was and what looked
Of
good
course.
and what, and that would be deemed my superficial error, right? But had I been blessed with a little bit of knowledge or intellect and direction, I would have channeled those things to go certain directions in certain ways. You know what I mean? I know guys, individuals, myself included, have done things that you would, equate to running Fortune 500 companies. You know what I mean? You just don't know where to channel this energy.
Right. Well,
Once you
that's where a
find
great woman
somewhere,
comes from.
that's where a great that's where a great woman comes in. You're absolutely right. There are times, I feel like, and you could be a great woman. It just might not be that moment. You know what I
Right.
mean? Sometimes that moment just ain't right there at that time. You know what I mean? And you
I
might have to
agree.
take that gift somewhere else. You know what I mean? Or maybe that gift comes
Absolutely.
back later. Um, but guys, don't count yourself out. You know what I mean? And ladies, if you know you got a guy that's got that gift, you know,
Pour
stick
into
with him if
him.
you can. You know,
No, I agree with everything you just said because a lot of us lack the influence or, we're not shown things. So like you said, you went through a phase of maybe dabbling into things that could have equaled up to however much amount. I don't necessarily say that that's superficial because you're not winning unless you're taking losses. That's how you experience and gain the knowledge to even learn how
shout
to
out Phil
win in the
Jackson.
first place.
Chances make
So,
champions. Shout out
like,
Phil Jackson.
I've experienced men that spent years in the field, and when I say the field, like
Outside.
dabbling into it. Right,
Yeah,
outside. And it's like
yeah,
you look up and years later and it's just like, why you still outside? Like
yeah,
you could
yeah.
have had that Fortune 500
Hmm.
company by now,
Hmm.
but either I, and this is personal opinion, I feel like either they're afraid to tap into their greatness because clearly you're a smart person. If you can do this type of business, you're smart. Like, I feel like either they're afraid, they're lazy, or they just don't have the right people around them. I mean, we're shown
I'm gonna go with.
the
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with. You had
the
A,
first
B, and
two.
C. I'm gonna tell you it's C. I'm gonna tell you, it's that because you can't see. Guys like that, ain't no fear in them. Ain't nothing the nigga scared of. You
Do
know
you
what I
think?
mean?
I think it is fear. I think some men do run away from their greatness because I only say that because of the influences that they have and the
Mhm,
image that they're trying to paint. Like your greatness might be a motivational speaker in front of thousands of people, or you
mhm,
may be called to be a preacher, just
mhm,
something great. But
mhm,
because you care about what other people may think,
mhm.
or you come from a broken family, or you were raised by old country folks. I mean,
Your value system is fucked up.
basically
Hmm.
you're afraid, and some run from it, some just don't know how to fully walk in that. That's the only reason why I say afraid. I don't mean like, like,
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
that's when I say, like, mean when I say afraid.
Nah, that
Because
makes
some
sense.
people don't want the spotlight on them, or they don't want to feel accountable for certain things. So it's just like, mm, they run away from it.
I totally agree.
I hope I'm making sense.
You are, you are, you are.
Okay.
I totally agree. And to everybody out there, find your purpose. You know what I mean? I know that may not be
Absolutely.
a simple
That's a
thing to do.
cliche saying right now, too.
It is. And if you don't know how to find your purpose, you just need to hang around different people. You know what I mean? If you haven't found it with the people that you hanging around, switch people. You know what I mean?
But how do you find your purpose?
Number one, I think all of us
What's your
have
put up?
something. I think all of us have something that you feel inside, you know, and accomplishing that should mean something to you. You know what I mean? Me as a father, uh, I feel like my purpose is to make my children better than myself. You know what I mean? So uh, not only that, but I'm an extremist. You know, anything
Okay.
I do, I try to really do it. You know what I mean? So I want to leave a legacy, and when I say leave a legacy, I've been scripting out what that looks like, and I've been trying to speak to other uh, successful black people to show me what that looks like. I haven't been able to see that all my life. I haven't
Right.
known successful black people, and the successful black people that I did know, they was outside. So it's not the same level of success. It's not the same success story. Shout out to my brother, just inspired me and told me a story about him and his wife coming back from Aruba. Um,
Oh,
there was, I
nice.
think it was Soul Festival, Sinbad Soul Festival. Shout out to him as well. Send me some tickets. Um, I'll show up. Um, yeah. Anyway, sorry, but yeah, he was telling me a couple of things, and it was just motivating. It was motivating to
Hmm.
see the pictures, to hear the stories, but it was just all high level black excellence. So seeing things like that and knowing that there's a level much further than outside, you know what I mean? It will motivate you to get your ass in gear. You know what I mean? So to all my brothers who have that mind, I hope that you find whatever it is that you can use that mind in. You know what I mean? If you can figure out where you can use that mind, oh man, we're gonna take over some things in a major way. So
Yes, y'all will. I'm telling you.
yeah, yeah,
Black
but
men, you are great, and you
we need
possess
to
so
hear
much
that.
power.
We need
Yes,
to
you
hear that.
do.
And
Like,
the same to you.
naturally.
Same to you. Same to you. We appreciate and respect everything that our black women do for us. So we absolutely do. Whether we say it or not, whether we say it enough, we do. You know what I mean? If we did not, we would not be outside. We would not be trying. We're not trying to impress just each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now there's some strange guys out here that that may be trying to impress each other, but I think that they're just lost in the moment. We'll pull them back in when we can. You know. But either
Yes.
way, that's cool. We hit some pretty good points, and so if by chance you said you like a certain type of guy, and y'all are trying to get things figured out. If you never meet that guy, what do you do? You know what I mean? If you never meet this guy, if this Mr. Right never comes along, you never can share your soul.
Yeah.
You don't get to have these conversations that you're looking for. What do you do?
So I've just been chilling. Just because I have not ran into that person. Well, I actually I met someone, and this was like he was the first man to ever ask me what was my life's journey.
How old
And
was you when he
it
asked you that?
like my current age. My current
Absolutely. I knew
age.
it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
And yeah, it was just like it wasn't shocking because those are the type of questions that I expect to be, asked. But it's just the fact that I think he like see me and where I am and understand, kind of what type of person I am. So it was just like forget all the superficial stuff. What's your
Right.
journey in life? You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I want to know what type of journey that you're on.
Right. Some
So
I think some people can look at people and okay, she's past this bullshit phase. I can't flash a trinket in her face and so I'm
no,
gonna
because
ask
I
her.
don't
Right,
care. You can pull up
right,
on me in the Lamborghini, baby,
right.
and if that soul ain't right, or I can't, connect with you on a certain level, like it's just nice car, like
Absolutely.
that. So I chill. Like I'm okay with being alone. Um, I've gone through some things and experienced some people, but that was just me not being aware of who I was or what I possessed because women, like men be in the field trying to figure it out, doing this, that, and the other. Us as women, we go through those phases and we do the same thing. We dabble into stuff, we waste men time. I've had a man ask me to be
Wait,
his
wait, wait.
wife.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. Th- So this ain't just TikTok bullshit. This is
What?
real.
What
This
do you mean?
you it sound like you was telling me some truths. You know what I mean? Is
No,
what I thought.
I'm going to be 100% transparent.
Okay.
Um, yeah, just because I'm at a different phase in my life, so I feel like I can be honest, and someone may listen to me and be like, you know what, she right, like I didn't been there before, so it's kind of hard for people to walk in their truths in today's society because they're trying to keep up or they're trying
Hmm.
to impress this man,
They're trying to paint a picture.
like they're trying to paint a picture, and it's just like you can paint a pretty picture all day. But what matters is that frame that holds that picture. It's the frame. Like the picture don't matter. If the picture drop, the frame is gonna break. You get what I'm saying? So it's just
Mhm.
like at the end of the day, that's just what it is. Like you have to have something to hold it and make it solid. Like, and if you're not being real with yourself, eventually it's gonna show. It's gonna
That's
show. Like
that's real. That's real. It's going to come out. You can hide all of that fake shit for a while, but
yeah, you can get
you know,
your booty done, your boobs, your teeth, your weave. I mean, I'm all for that. To each his
I'm all
own.
for it too.
But when you
I'm all
tap
for it
in,
too.
if you don't have nothing in there or no experience and no knowledge,
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
what like
And and I unfortunately I'm all for the other side too because this is all new. All of this, is cool. What is this nigga doing? What is this nigga doing?
we did Bronzilla
What's
in.
up, Zilla? What? Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Y'all see him. I don't know where he is or
He
why
looked
he's
like he
there,
on a
but
ranch.
I don't know. I wish I knew. He don't tell us nothing. I thought he was gonna be here. We planned a bunch of stuff out, and then 5 minutes before the show, he was like, hey man, do
Incognito.
this, do that, do that. Hey man, but I love him just the same, man. That's my guy. But either way, uh, before he interrupted that little conversation, so uh, you let us know about what type of men you do and don't like. You let us know about well, you say that you couldn't tell us what made you special, but I think you've laid out a nice little list about yourself.
I
You
think my
know,
mind makes me
showing
stressed.
some good positives, showing some pluses that we can draw from those. We can figure that much out. Um,
Okay.
but and where we were was, that now if you never meet the kind of guy that you want, do you settle? Is it fair to settle? Is it okay to settle?
Um, if you want to, but you're gonna be cutting yourself short. I mean, I've settled. That's the only reason I can say that. I literally speak from experience. I don't know anything other than what I've experienced. So I
So
wasn't,
why did you settle?
go ahead,
Why did you settle?
because I didn't know who I was completely. I wasn't well aware of my worth, you know? So if
Mm,
you're not aware of how worthy you are, I tell my daughter all the time, like she just throw her stuff around. I'm like, girl, do you know how much I paid for that? You gotta know the worth. If you don't know the worth, you don't know how to treat it.
when you
And
figure
us
that
as
out, let me know.
females, when we don't know our worth, we don't treat ourselves worthy. We give ourselves to this person, and it doesn't have to be sexually. It can be any type of way. It can be to your home girls. My friend used to tell me I adopted friends, or I was some type of friend cuz I just had different social circles. Like,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
I wasn't aware, so I was just giving my energy out. Although I was being drained, I couldn't realize and recognize that because I wasn't aware of myself. Now it's certain rooms that I don't even walk in, or places I don't even go, because that's just, like, I know what type of people, what type of environment it is. And now that I'm aware of, who I am, and I can't even say fully because I am on
Do
a
you do,
journey.
do you think the only way to figure that out and to bring that knowledge is through pain, experience, or do you think somebody can teach you that and prevent you from going down them roads?
No one can teach you about your life. They can they can show you things and tell you things, but that's from their experience. That's called wisdom, right? So we take that in, we learn from it, we grow from it. That's basically how I became who I am and becoming who I am, based off of not people coming to me, teaching me, showing me things, but witnessing and seeing things that I did not want to be like, I didn't want to go through, or vice versa, that I did want to be like or go through, but it's
Yeah.
my life. Like, nobody can tell you exactly. They can just show you, like you said, your father was teaching you. What you do with the information that he gives to you, that's up to you. Like, it's up to you what you're gonna do with it. I can show somebody how to do something, but once they do it, it's up to them how they'll continue to do it, what they'll tweak, what they'll change, the experience that they'll have doing it. They may find out it don't work for them. Or how you taught me, it don't work like that for me. I have to change it completely. So, no, you have to experience everything. You have
So
to.
you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? But then
But
that
you
same
what?
horse, but then that same horse turn around and tell you, yeah, I ain't gonna drink right here. It's water over there. So sometimes you just gotta let people be, and sometimes people will, make it work out in the end. You know what I mean? But if you have some structure to offer an individual, you know what I mean,
As
please
long
give
as
it
you
to
do
them.
your job.
As long as you do your job. As long as you do your job. I can agree with that.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
disagree.
Absolutely.
Can
You
y'all hear me
disagree.
okay?
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
It's too late for you to disagree. You should have
No,
disagreed
no.
earlier.
First of all, I want to address me being a direct. Like, I'm in a
I said I
theme. There's a
agree.
retarded.
Okay, all right. That's a halfway decent excuse, but I'm not.
All right.
I'm not. You didn't show me no proof.
Who disagrees?
No, no, no. I'm in a theme. Can you hear me, Camvess? Jackson. Jackson.
Okay,
Say hi.
all right. I take your proof.
Okay.
What did he
Okay.
say?
What's happening, man?
You said, all right. Can she hear me okay? I don't want to interrupt the show too much long.
Yeah, I think there's a slight lag, but yeah.
All right. So I
I
think that
can.
everyone has something of value to share, right? For somebody, if they dog you, that's a valuable lesson. I
Hi.
know exactly. Hello. I know exactly. Oh, she's way behind, or am I
Yeah, yeah,
behind?
yeah. No, that's
Yeah,
her.
I just know exactly how, you know, the ideal of when people tell you who they are, believe them. I think it's a way to have a valuable lesson. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Now I'm going back to these
That's
Right.
drinks. Y'all keep having a good show.
hey man,
Yeah,
happy birthday to them
no.
kids, man.
Happy birthday. It's their birthday. Yeah, no.
Oh no.
So I wasn't saying that there's nothing, you can't take away anything from from what someone tells you. That's why I said there's wisdom there. But as far as what they give you, it's up to you what you're going to do with it. You may drop gems to
Absolutely.
me all day, and they may be very valuable gems. But what I do with what you give me, that's based off of my life experience and how, it matters in my life. That's what I was saying. I
So
agree with
so
you
how
too,
how
Zilla.
long so look, so how long do you drop gems to your black man, to your king that you working on before you finally say, hey man, you're not listening, you know?
I don't ever stop. I don't ever stop. And that's just me naturally. Now, I don't do it as much, um, because I'm a single woman, so I pour out a lot. It's just me naturally. I pour into my friends, my family, my clients. Like me and my clients have whole therapy sessions. Any man that I encounter, me and my brother talk at least 5 to 6 times a week. Like any man that I encounter, like if I can pour into you, I will. And that's just, I feel like that's what they need. That's why we're here. I don't have to be with you to pour into you or drop a gem to you. Like, and
Absolutely.
I don't claim to know everything either. But I feel like if I have something to, that's just how I am. I just talk. Like, I've had people be like, girl, you too deep. But I'm just like natural. Like, it just come out. Like, I
Well,
don't
I
ever stop
appreciate
pouring
that.
into my black men. I want y'all to
We
be great.
we want to be great. We appreciate it. We
Look what
need
they're
that.
doing
You know
to
what I
us
mean?
in the world. Gotta build
Yeah,
y'all up. They trying to tear y'all down. They trying to
we
tear us
need that.
down now.
We need that. We need that. We need, and we got to protect y'all at the same time. We appreciate everything that y'all do, so we
Yes,
definitely
no
need
bitch
that.
assness.
No bitch asses. No bitch asses. Yeah, all day, man. But so yeah, so you not doing no settling. And to those of you that are, I don't know what to tell you. I think everybody's done it before.
And they still
But you
are. You
gotta,
gotta go through it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So for some it's a phase, and for some it's a lifestyle, right?
Oh,
Hey,
don't make it a lifestyle.
hey,
Men
sorry for
and
those who make
women.
it a lifestyle. You know what I mean? But I understand it being a phase. You know what I mean? Because you don't always know what you want. You don't always know what they are. You know what I mean? So it takes a while to figure both out. It takes a while for you to figure yourself out and what you want, and to get
Mhm.
that honesty out of them, and for them to figure it out themselves. So, you know, as a person who's been through a few things like that, if you really believe in a person, stick that out. You know what I mean? I won't influence nobody to stick through no toxic shit, no physical shit, no if it's if there's too much, the black community, we like to play with words a little bit, but if it goes too far, you know what I mean? When it stops being funny, you know what I mean? Yeah, time to turn your back on those. You need somebody who's gonna uplift you. You need somebody who's gonna teach you. You need somebody who's gonna bring you peace, and that's not just men definitely need that. I know that as a man. I know that as a man, I can't think. And when I say I can't think, I can't produce ideas that produce money when I'm not at peace. When I'm at peace, they just flow in my head like you got to turn the damn thing off. You know what I mean? But that's only when I'm at peace. You know what I mean? So if you can't get your shit together as a man, find you some peace. You
Go
know,
to therapy, black men. It's okay. It's okay. Go
hey,
to
hey,
therapy.
you won't hear nothing out of me. You know, I do this for therapy. This is my therapy. You know, I try to talk to
Whatever is
people, get some
therapeutic.
game, and tell the truth. You know what I mean? And to me, that gets me where I need to be. So the guy that you seem to be looking for, is a special guy. You know what I mean?
I'm not
Um,
looking for him.
well, listen, whether you looking for him or if you bump into him,
Let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm preparing myself for him.
okay, Kevin would have loved that. Keep going.
Would he
Keep
have?
keep going. Kevin would have loved that.
What? Yeah, I yeah.
Do you think now I do believe that there's a huge lack of preparation on both sides of that table, right? From men and from women. But do you think that you ever approached that table feeling like I got everything that you need or want at this table? Um, and then went back and had to kind of relook at that or
No. I feel like as individuals, like I'm working on and preparing myself to be completely who I need to be. Like with or without a man, right? I mean, some women or some men meet their person and they're not completely where they need to be mentally, spiritually, financially. And sometimes that's okay because you have that partner that will work with you or that's willing to, like meet you halfway and help you get through that. And I think that that's amazing. Um but
how
you
much
know
is too much before you go into that's amazing. So like, does she help push the car if he out of gas? Or like how far do we take this shit? You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know because I'm not pushing no car. Like, I'm not pushing no car if I got a man. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's some men that won't change a tire. They'll call somebody, and that's cool. I get that. You got men that want to call shots. They're not lifting a finger. As long as I got somebody that can come, I guess that's okay. But I like my man to use his hands. So when I say, I mean, like, her credit may not always be all the way together. His credit may not be all the way together, or he might not be all the way there spiritually. I don't want to say religious because I'm not, into religion like that. Or he might be like then gone through some trauma that he, hasn't really dealt with or even been able to identify. So, like, male or I'm speaking for both now.
Both sides, absolutely. Right.
They may be able to identify that lack and love them or like them that much to help them get through that. That's what I mean. Now, you can sit down and talk about who gonna push the car or go grocery shopping and do all that, when it comes to it. But I'm speaking on like things like that. Like you see that person where they are and you're like, all right, cool. Like I fuck with you. So I'm gonna work with you through this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That makes
then
sense.
I don't want somebody. I mean, if you're complete and you come to the table like I'm complete, what you got? I don't know. Like I don't know about that. Like if you're complete and I'm still trying to get myself together, I need you to like recognize that I'm trying to get myself together. Like, you know,
I
and
Yeah,
tug it
most
out with
definitely.
me.
And
But
not
I'm
only
not
that, but
ever
if you
showing.
complete, you need to help. You need to show. You need to, that's when you put the
Absolutely.
game down and make
Yes.
sure,
Yes.
if you plan on that being your partner. If not, then yeah, you need to just let them go on about their business. You're not helping them anyway.
Right. And that's
Yeah.
on, I feel like that's on both sides. But I've never, and I don't even like plan, coming like showing up like, that's what I got. Like if we both got things going on, we're gonna present that to one another and balance it out.
Hmm.
Like and make it work like from there.
And it as black folks, we come from behind, so we do have a lot of look at me's. You know what I mean? We do a lot of, as we call it, peacocking. You know, we got to show a lot
What?
of shit
I don't
that
know
we
what that
never had.
means.
Peacocking, you know what a peacock is?
Yeah.
You know, the pretty bird. The men attract the women by showing them big pretty ass feathers. If Zilla was here, he'd give you the whole fucking rundown, right? The scientific shit. But uh they pretty much just show them big pretty feathers, and that's what attracts the women. And as a culture, we do that to bring attraction to ourselves because there's always been a negative light shined on us. So the peacocking is like Sunday's best as slaves. You know, as slaves, they throwing their Sunday's best to
Mm.
try to fit in, blend in. So, and we've been doing it ever since then. You know what I mean? I've been known to do a little peacocking here and there. You know what I mean? But after you go through those stages and you realize that that's what you're doing, you tend to draw it back a little bit, reel it in, and look at things that are more important. You know what I mean? Now,
Mhm.
it when you I don't know if you have to go through that stage. I know I had to go through that stage because I didn't have somebody really show me the game or teach me the game from a standpoint that really mattered. Like I said, the people that showed me the game was outside. If somebody that was inside and living life where it really mattered with insurance had showed me the game, it would have been totally different. You know what I mean? So everything changes after certain lessons in life and after a certain point. I hope that the gentlemen that are this way that we speak of, I hope they can get there sooner than later. Because I know that I was one of those gentlemen. But
What made you
yo,
change? Well, not change, but like when did you like figure out like, all right.
so I mean, I was always, I never, my goal was never be that. You know what I mean? It was not like I really just, I wanted what most of us want, which is the financial freedom that we know about. I
Right.
all I knew about filling a shoebox, and I wanted that kind of financial freedom. You know what I mean? But that was as far as my mind stretched. Um,
Mm.
when your mind stretches further, when you see more, you do more. Not only that, but I have escaped every goddamn thing. And after you have escaped every goddamn thing, at some point you realize, hey man, just hang it up. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, you
Yeah.
alive. You're not under the jail. Let's hang it up,
What
Jack.
would you
You
what
know?
would you tell what would you tell men that have escaped everything but they're still in the field? What would you tell them?
Honestly, you gonna be honest? Honestly, nothing. You know, what can you
Cause
tell
a
a nigga?
hard head to make a soft ass, right? Isn't that how
It
it goes?
doesn't, as a being that person, coming from that person, uh it's gonna take an extreme that you
Yeah.
can't bring. You know what I mean? And whatever that extreme is, most people that end up like that are extremists, and they don't end up like that without being extremists. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
the lesson has to be just as extreme as the question or the problem or whatever it is that's going on. So whenever that correction comes, it'll be an extreme correction, and hopefully they'll hear it. You know what I mean? But I don't say none of these hard headed niggas no more. I talk to kids. Kids listen. Niggas, hard headed niggas don't listen, so I'm not wasting my time. But I love you though. You know what I mean? I talk to you at the barbecue and all that shit, but I'm not about to waste my time preaching to
Teamwork
you
do
hard
make the
headed
dream work.
niggas. For
But
sure.
they need it.
Yeah, they do need it. They
They
do
do.
need it, They do need it. But I need to keep my breath. I can't just goddamn, be out here just tired talking to these niggas that's not gonna listen. So I'm gonna talk to those who will take this information and do something with it. Just like the people who I expect to deal with me, right? I'm putting myself in new circles of people, people that matter. people that are inside and it's air conditioned. You know what I mean? If I don't if I don't take these people's words serious, if I don't listen to these people, they're not going to continue to waste their breath talking to me. So when they talk to me, I'm going to listen. I'm going to implement the actions that they're telling me about so that I can make my life better. If I'm not willing to help myself, they're not going to be willing to help me. That
Right.
shit works on all levels. You know what I mean? Even when we outside, if I'm outside and
I
I'm
agree.
talking to you and I'm telling you how to do this and how to make it better and you not hearing me, my nigga, I'm not finna waste my time talking to you. It's money over here. You understand? The whole world works like that. You know what I mean? So,
That goes
hey,
back to what we were just talking about.
uh, yeah, gotta tell them catch up or
Yeah.
get lost, mustard. I don't know what else to tell you. You know, it is what it is. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, I think that was a pretty thrilling little conversation. I got some good understanding about you. Is there anything that you want to throw out there specifically to let us know about yourself? Anything that you have upcoming that needs to be spoken about? We here for it.
Well, I've learned to don't speak about things until, they've happened completely. But you guys can follow me on Facebook. I think my Facebook name is, sorry if you hear my daughter crying in the background. Um, I
Baby's
think
cry. It's
it's
all good.
Valet Beaut, Canvas Shanae. That's my Facebook. Um,
Now we know you don't be on there. You, you sure got to get the name.
it's Canvas Valet Beaut. That's my Facebook. I post little things on there. My website is www.valetbeautyco.com. If you're local, I have a salon suite in Franklin. My address is on my website. I do men facials, so great men, great black men. Let me make your skin bright. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm for real.
Nah,
But
for real. For real.
yeah, take care of your skin, drink your water, be great. Women, be
Can
great.
can you
Don't
can you give us before
settle.
you go? Can you give us like three tips for our skin that'll help us men and women? You know what I mean? I know
Yep.
we got to get you to the money, but can we get some at home tips?
Yeah, easy tips. Drink water. That's like seriously drink water. See how my skin glowing? It's not just the light. I drink
Okay.
water.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Um, Drink water, keep your hands off your face, and
Yes, ma'am.
exfoliate and get a skincare regimen. Like you should be washing your face, exfoliating, and moisturizing your face. If you don't do anything else, like do those three things. Man, like even your beard, like if you shave or whatever you do, like exfoliate that hair. For one, it's all gonna grow in one way and it's gonna lay like your beard is laying. It's laying nicely. But yeah, women do the same thing. Do the same thing. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
that's
Take
all I
care of
got.
yourself.
Not
We
too
gotta
much.
that black don't crack. We want to keep it like that, right? So
It does not crack. Know your
absolutely.
greatness. Walk in your
Know your
power.
greatness. Know your
Men don't
greatness.
settle.
Walking your
Women don't settle. Stay away from bitch ass niggas.
no bitch assness. You heard what she said. Walk in your power. Don't settle. I
Even if
think
you
that
gotta
was
be
the right.
single,
Even if you gotta be single, it's not gonna be fun. You're
get to
not
know
gonna like
yourself.
every second of it. But hey, I think it's better than being fake with somebody every day. You know what I mean? I really do. I really do.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed you. We enjoyed having you. Hopefully this ain't your last time stopping by.
I know Zilla been trying his best. Like I've just been like, kind of busy, and then I'm like, what would I talk about? I feel like I was set up with the questions, but it's
I mean,
okay.
yeah, a lot of people have felt. I listen. This is. I'm always on the show, and he makes me feel like I'm set up with the questions every time we do the damn thing. So, that's just a part of the show. But we're glad you enjoyed it. We're glad we
I
got to
did.
get
I
your
enjoy it.
viewpoint on things, and we hope to have you back again. You know what I mean?
Yes, thank you for having me. Thank you. I
Absolutely.
hope it
Absolutely.
continues to grow the
Absolutely.
platform.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We absolutely will, especially with your blessing and others like you. So thank you for coming through today.
you're welcome.
And y'all
Bye.
remember to go check out Miss Canvas Shanae. Check out all her social medias. Drop by her. Drop by her in. Uh, I'm sorry. Drop by her location, physical location, and that is in Franklin. What's the name of that again?
It's inside of Image Salon Suites. So the
Inside of
website
Image.
is on. I mean, the address is on my website. So
Okay. So go to that. Go to
yeah.
that website. Get that address. Y'all stop through. Show some support. Support Black business as usual. And much love to you. We appreciate you coming by.
Peace.
All right. Peace out. Yes, yes, yes. That was Canvas Shanae. Thank y'all for joining us again on another episode of Urban Academia, where common sense is not common, but hopefully you learned a little something today. Ladies, hopefully you learned something. We had a what I would call a high value woman. Kevin's not here, so we taking over making these decisions. So we had what I would call a high value woman here, and I value her opinion, and I believe maybe you should too. And also go check out her business. We will see you next week. Have a new topic for you, new set of people. And like I said, remember, common sense ain't common. We'll be back. Another episode next week. We love you.
For you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for yeah, yeah. I can't wait no more. I'm in that vintage David Ruffin limelight to stay in the